Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you blinked, you might have missed this one. 1526. This is a 2016 223, which is caviar black with LA30 red interior. For sale at a Honda dealer in Georgia with 17,000 miles for $53,000. Sounds extremely cheap, and so we'll dive into it, but I'm pretty positive that this one sold because it was only up for like maybe 30 minutes and then it was taken down, and I would assume that it has been sold. Production statistics: 448 out of the 2,348 cars for the US 49 were caviar, and 202 of those had LA30 red interior. That's 8.60% of all of the US 49 production was this color combo, so like a 2 or 3 out of 10. It's pretty common. For 2016, 284 out of the 1,418 cars were caviar, and 127 had LA30 red interior. This car was built March 8th of 2016. It has an in-service date of June 3rd, 2016, and has engine number from new 2065808, and it has options Mark Levinson, orange calipers, and option Z1, which is a comfort and convenience package that does not include the rear applique on the rear bumpers. Carfax, Epic VIN, and auto check. So my 2026 Carfax, so Lexus owned this originally, and it has a hard time determining number of owners, so it doesn't actually say the number of owners. You have to count them. It looks like a 4 or 5 owner car, and it has 1 accident reported in August of 2021 to the front. 2024 Carfax, it shows it as a 4 owner, 1 accident car. Epic VIN shows this as a 3 owner, no accident car. AutoCheck shows this as a 1 owner, 1 moderate accident to the front in August of 2021. So I think this is a 4 or 5 owner car, and it was originally owned by Lexus, and I'll get into the details as to how it was used here in a minute. Previous sales. So as I said, Lexus owned it, and the easy way to tell is it was registered through their corporate lease program, which is titled through Kansas City, Missouri. Those cars were typically press cars, and that's probably what this was. I do not think this was a Lexus driving school car, because it's generally in the service history, you'd see new brakes or tires every 500 to 1,000 miles, things like that. That's not the case here. This looks like it was a press car. It was owned by Lexus from February of 2016 to January of 2018, with about 6,600 miles put on it at the time. So it's had a lot of butts in the seats. During the whole time, it may have traveled with Lexus to events, car shows, things like that, but primarily early on, it appears that it was a press car. So if you see a 2016 black with red being used on all these YouTube reviews and everywhere else, it's probably this car. But then it looks like it was sent to auction in January of 2018 in the Southwest region, which is California. And then in February of 2018, $64,000 with 6,600 miles by a dealer in Georgia, L certified, and it sold in a month to a buyer also in Georgia. May of 2024, 16,000 miles. It looks like there was a private sale, again to a buyer in Georgia. And 2 months later, in July of 2024, it was listed on Facebook in the Facebook Marketplace in the for sale groups. I remember seeing this car, and it was for sale with 16,600 miles for $60,000. And according to the Carfax, I don't think it ever sold. So I don't know if that was for sale by a dealer. The pictures were at a dealer, but maybe just at the service department. And then here in the middle of July 2026, $53,000 with, again, not even 17,000 miles, and it sold almost instantly, and I'm not surprised. So now into the photos. As it's pretty typical on a car like this, it sells really quick. They don't have photos that were listed, but I do have photos when it had 1,000 fewer miles about 2 years ago. And you can see in those photos, it looks extremely clean. I don't see any issues with brakes. It looks like at least 2 of the tires maybe have 2021 date codes. I don't really see any issues. I do see though, because again, it was a press car, it had a lot of butts in the seats. You can see some I would say above average wear and dirty seat bolsters, things like that on the driver's side, just from the photos 2 years ago. Some of that can be fixed by a detail, but at the end of the day, it has a little bit of wear on the seat from what I can tell. So now to the price. In this market, this car is easily $10,000 to $15,000 underpriced because of the mileage primarily. But so kudos to the buyer that picked this up for $53,000, because that was a smoking deal on this car. Easily with 17,000 miles, this would be like a mid-60s car, and you know, that's where I would expect it to be. So now to the service history. This car's pretty well dealer serviced also. The first entry of note is February of 2018, certified pre-owned prep at 6,600 miles, 2 tires, probably 2 rear tires, because again, it was a press car. It was probably driven pretty hard early on, lots of short trips, lots of hard trips. March of 2018, the JLB recall was done. That's the high pressure fuel pumps. Most of these cars have that done. Also in March of 2018, at 6,800 miles, they installed paint protection film. So it has PPF on it as well, but it was installed 8 years ago. So if it is still on there, probably want to look at replacing it. September of 2020, 14,000 miles. They updated the brake pads to the quieter compound, less aggressive, not as noisy, and the KLG was done, which is the GPS location reporting incorrectly. That was updated and corrected. June of 2021, also still with 14,000 miles, 2 front tires, front pads, and rotors. So you can see in the photos from in 2024, definitely doesn't look like it needs brakes, and it had 2021 date codes on the front, so that jives. But the rear tires were replaced in 2018, so the rear tires are 8 years old at this point, if they are still original, which I would assume is the case. August of 2022, the ZLZ was done. So the dash has already been replaced on this car for the sticky dash, deformed, cracked dash, and that was at 15,000 miles. Also in August of 2022, a new splash shield was replaced underneath, noted from road damage. So they hit something, ran over something, whatever, and that was replaced. December of 2022, 1 rear tire due to nail. Well, okay, so that answers that. So it's probably still got 1 old tire on it, unless that one has been replaced too. And then February 2026, 17,000 miles, an oil change. I don't know why they call it a 70,000 mile service on there, but you know, I don't think this thing has a mileage blocker or anything like that, but you know, it's always a possibility. So what's not done? The low pressure fuel pump recall obviously has not been done, but the parts are not yet available. The low pressure fuel pump being reprogrammed has not been done. So that's the humming or buzzing you hear in the back seat. Those are 2 separate, completely related, unrelated events. And if you get the new fuel pump, it's still not going to have the new reprogramming or the new programming for it, so you would still want to get that done. The HVAC servo sweep, don't see where that's been done. The KLG has been done. The valley plate, heat cycles and time. So if this car's had a lot of short trips, which it probably did as a press car, but it's probably done a lot of sitting in the last couple years, which is pretty apparent, because when it was for sale in 2024, it had like 1,000 less miles. The carbon fiber trim is all original. It looked all right in 2024. Who knows what it looks like right now, because we didn't have photos. But other than that, I would probably just do fluids, maybe a drive belt, inspect the hoses, other rubber parts, things like that. But it's probably pretty well ready to go just because of the low mileage. So that brings me to, would I buy this car? Absolutely. At this price, you would be crazy not to, even if it needed more than just brakes and tires or something like that. But it sounds like it may need 1 tire, but it doesn't really need brakes either. So, I mean, do fluids and go enjoy it. That's kind of where I would be with this car. So yeah, it's definitely a great price for the car, and I'm not surprised at all that it sold nearly immediately. So that's what I've got for you guys, VIN 1526. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.